Good day to you all. My name is Lydia Tanyanyiwa. I'm the Managing Director of Minerva Risk Advisors. We are a composite insurance advisory service, and we have three distinctive companies that make up our group. The first being Minerva Benefits Consulting, which looks after pensions and human capital. The second one being Minerva Risk Solutions, which looks after your general insurance, short-term insurance, your business insurance, personal insurances, and agricultural insurance. The third company is Minerva Reinsurance Solutions, which is a reinsurance broker that has got clients in the region covering about six countries. Minerva Risk Advisors has been involved with CEO Roundtable for the last maybe 3 years, and our relationship with CEO Roundtable has been absolutely brilliant. And coming out of this, I think our first attendance was the CEO Africa Roundtable meeting conference in Vic Falls a couple of years ago before the pandemic. And out of our participation in that, we met and we signed a partnership agreement with one of the participants out of South Africa. So we are now able to offer more solutions on the human capital side. The company that we have partnered with is called APAG, which stands for Africa People Advisory Group, and they specialize in human capital solutions, performance management, engagement surveys, salary surveys, and it's yet one more offering that we have added onto our portfolio. And this is thanks to CEO Roundtable, because we met that possible partner at a CEO Roundtable event.
Hello sir, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks, and you?
I'm good. May you please just introduce yourself and the organization that you're representing?
Okay, my name is Noah Zarewa. I'm Head of Business Development for Minerva, which is one of the sponsors for the event.
Okay, if you can just give us a brief background into what services you guys provide.
So Minerva is a preeminent risk advisor, offering tailor-made insurance solutions, offering risk management, offering reinsurance solutions, and also offering employee benefit solutions. So we cut across the divide in terms of any insurance solutions that one can think of. Yesterday, when I made the presentation as a sponsor to the delegates, I spoke about agricultural insurance and basically encouraging young farmers to come through and have discussions with Minerva, where we'll then tailor-make certain solutions for them. Because farming is a business, and I think that's how we must approach it, and that's my advice to young CEOs. At the same time, we are also playing a pivotal role in terms of mobilizing funding for organized farming. So there are certain structures that we are funding using pension fund money. Like I did mention yesterday, we run quite a big book of pension funds. So we are finding money that is actually going into those into that sector and then funding growth there. So I think over the last year, we've probably put in close to about $5 or $10 million US, equivalent obviously in RTGS, into organized farming. So young entrepreneurs in the agricultural value chain definitely have a space. They have a relationship, a special bond with us as Minerva.
Okay. And what were your expectations for the CEO Roundtable for this year? And what were your highlights from the business forum?
Well, look, going down personally to me, I love meeting people. And I think this conference was really that. It was high value in terms of networks. I met quite a few brilliant young people with a lot of brilliant ideas. Some already in execution mode, and I think it has my work cut out in terms of following through on the discussions we had, and then trying to build the next generation, which is us, into solid business people. So my expectation on networking, 10 out of 10. My expectation on content, on things that were, the discussions that were being delivered, 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed, the passionate discussions that came through from Ethel Mpambwa, how Dr. Divine and Lukula also shared their experiences in terms of growth, even how Lance, does certain things, right from his days as steward, now at Bank ABC, and lastly, Precious. I mean, look, there was a lot of discussions, and you could tell. I mean, the people were really talking from first-hand experience, from the heart. So I think that to me was very, very rich.
Okay. And any advice for the young CEOs out there?
I think the last discussion from Joseph Busha is, you see, even though you are a CEO, you must never forget that you're a person, you will grow old, you need to have a retirement plan. Again, you need to speak to Minerva, because that's the space we sit in. We sit in that space where we can tell a person that, you know, this is how you need to plan your retirement. And I think he had quite some good nuggets. You know, that the fact that you're a young CEO does not mean that you know everything. That's why you need to speak to somebody who will tell you about the stock market, who will tell you about the property market, who will tell you about insurance plans that you can use as risk substitution for a better life. So that's my advice to the young CEOs is, look, embrace advice. Doesn't mean that if you're running a successful entity, you don't need advice. You actually do. So talk to the experts, and you'll have a better outcome.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir. And where can, which platforms and where can people actually get to reach your team?
So Minerva is, okay, so we are everywhere. So firstly, physically, we are found at Kenilworth Gardens, Newlands, by the old Enterprise Road roundabout, opposite AA. So that's the complex where you find us. And then we are also present in the CBD at Joiner City, and we are also present in Bulawayo, corner 14th and George Silundiga. Then we've got Twitter handles, we've got a Facebook page, and a very active website. So I would say, you know, people should just, if they just Google Minerva, just on Google, just say Minerva, you will see everything you need to see in terms of how you can contact us.
In this latest lockdown, we are part of the essential services, so we are not going to slow down in everything we do. And we promise all our fellow members of CEO Roundtable, come talk to us. It doesn't matter how small you are. We are big enough to accommodate the very largest clients and also the new startups that attended the Young CEO Africa Roundtable meeting. And we are equipped to deal with any size of business, the largest corporate to the 2-person startup. Thank you very much.
CEO Africa Roundtable, championing economic development across Africa.